What's up, Stat Family? Told you we was coming back with another one. We got What NBA Legends Think of Larry Bird, Part 2. This is a live reaction. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, and comment below. Let's get it. You already know it's live. It's legendary. And we ain't doing no fake. I'm gonna tell you one of my best moments, one of my Bird favorite moments though. When he was shooting one game, what the announcer say, "Goodbye, she's gone." That's when you know you real legendary. It gets me every time, for real though. That's legendary right there, Big Bird. You had the announcer out there backing you up, D. That's hard. That's hard. I'm talking about the announcer. "Goodbye, she's gone." That's a real jumper. That's a real jumper right there, man. They couldn't do nothing with you. I was like, yeah, you legendary when I heard that right there. You was solidified when I heard that. The announcer say, "Goodbye, she's gone." That's when you're jumper. You're that guy. You ain't shit to be played with. That's legendary right there. We about to get down to the bottom of it. Y'all know it. You know what?
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, Dennis Pau-Gasol.
NBA fan, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. I'm your host, Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Now, today's episode is going to be the second part of the What NBA Legends Think of Larry Bird. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about my new project. My new project is called the Legends of Hoops Festival, which is going to be an old school NBA fan festival, like a fan convention in the year 2022, obviously if COVID allows it. And yeah, I got Dale Ennis already who confirmed that he's going to be there. I got Terry Cummings who's going to be there, and I'm already working on some more legends from back in the days. And yeah, this is going to be in Neuss, Germany. This is going to be the first event that I'm going to have, and if the event is going to be a success, I also want to do it in the United States. It's going to be a big project already. I'm already talking to brands from back in the days. I can't tell you the names, but as soon as I got them confirmed, I will let you know. So this is going to be a festival for me and for you guys, so we can celebrate more of old school NBA fandom. And yeah, naturally I need to find some sponsors, and this is where I hope you guys can support me. I already started to produce some fan t-shirts and sweaters, and if you want to check them out underneath the video, you can buy them, you can purchase them, and all the profit that I'm going to make is basically going right directly into the project. So please check out the t-shirts and sweaters underneath the video if you want to support this project. It's going to be really, really appreciated, so we can make this event happen. All right, enough about that. Now let's dive right into today's episode.
Showtime. Legendary. Big Bird.
Now, the first player that we're going to take a look at is going to be the truth, Paul Pierce, and his opinion about Larry Bird. And it's really interesting when you consider that he was a Celtic. He had a different opinion on Larry Bird back in the days.
He played sports, worked in sports forever, and now follow it for a living. We've also been fans growing up. So as a youngster, can you guys, starting with you, Paul, think of players that you didn't like growing up?
Oh, this is,
or even teams.
this is very odd.
Have to be basketball?
It could be any sport. It could be boxing.
sport.
It could be baseball.
I was a avid basketball fan, and growing up in Los Angeles, Inglewood, down the street from the Forum, I couldn't stand stand the Celtics.
That is crazy, right?
I hated the Celtics
Poetic
so
justice.
much.
That makes sense.
You understand the rivalry? I hated Larry Bird. I hated just
That's tricky.
everything about the Celtics. So it's real ironic that I get drafted by the Celtics. Going to be up there with all the great Celtics. You know, Larry Bird's probably be one of the most important players to ever play in this franchise. And just to be up there, have your name up there with him is a great honor.
What was the Bird magic? What was that for you?
It was everything because it was just like you got Magic was like the black player who was great, and you had Bird was the white player who was great. And so it was just like a battle of, you know, who is the better
Styles, yeah.
the styles. Bird was slow, could shoot the jumper. Magic was fast, can pass. And it was just like, you know, this guy Bird, you know, him being a white player, because we always felt like, you know, this is a black sport, you know, and so you're seeing a guy like Bird coming in and dominate. And it was just like, whoa, you know, this is something that could last a long time.
Before we get out,
Yeah, absolutely.
can you give us 1 minute?
Yeah, playing at the Garden, man, on his last leg. Last leg, we're playing him, and he told me, young fella, let me tell you something. I can shoot a jumper anywhere I want to. And he said, you supposed to be a great defender, right? He said, I'm going to make sure I tell you where I'm going to shoot the ball at. And I was like, man, come on now, you're not going to shoot the ball. And so he said, I'm going to take you over in that corner right there. You see it over there by my bench, right? And I'm going to give you something, and it's going to be this jumper.
Right.
And I said, shit, watch this. So all of a sudden, we playing, and I'm D'ing him up, and he slow ball me. That's where I got the slow ball. Put your back to your back like this, and his back was bad during this time. So he went right to that corner, and I'm up on him, I'm under him, and he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was going to do? And he turned around, raised up, looked around, it was all draw.
Goodbye. She's gone.
Shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more. And that, you know, that's just a veteran knowing how he can play.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying, and what he can do. He knew that I was smaller than him. He can shoot over me, and he can create space. When I'm trying to D people up, he learned how to neutralize me by turning his back and make me have to go through him. And if I reach on him, he'll turn and spin and get away from me, and he gone. And you couldn't do that. So that's just being smart about the game.
Now, the next player that we're going to take a look at is Isaiah Thomas. And when you know old school NBA basketball, you know that the Detroit Bad Boy Pistons and the Celtics always had this rivalry going on. So it's very interesting to see what Isaiah Thomas has to say.
So I run over, we look at the bench, no timeout, nothing. So I run over and I grab the ball. And this is probably one of the most incredible plays that's ever happened against me and that probably I've ever witnessed. From an athletic standpoint, two people being in sync and just Bird just playing every second. And that's what the Celtics taught us, to play every second, not to play 47 and a half minutes, but to play a full 48. So I grabbed the ball from the referee. Lambier's a good foul shooter. I never had taken the ball out. That wasn't my thing, right? I throw it up. Bird sneaks in. I didn't even see him. But the thing I remember the most is that Joker. This is the out of bounds line. That Joker caught the ball, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, he going out of bounds. That dude did this. Like a ballerina, right? And if you go back and you watch the play, that dude is on his toes. The baseline is right up under his toes. And in my mind, he must have stood there for about 5 seconds because everything was going in slow motion in my mind, right? And it's like, I'm like, and then it's a strange moment. I'm like, damn, how you doing that?
I remember the game he played against the Lakers the first year that the Celtics won the World Championship with him on the team. And he was ridiculous. He came out there. I remember our sportscaster played the Superman theme when he was talking about him that night after the game because he did everything,
Right.
Points, rebounds, assists, just steals, you name it. Larry has such a great mind for the game and a great touch. I had a lot of respect for him as a competitor.
And he was one of the biggest trash talkers that you'll ever see in your life.
Okay, that's what I want to hear
More
about.
trash on the court than anybody. He'd tell you where he's going. He'd tell you when he catches it. There's nothing you can do about it. He was, and it was great trash talking because it wasn't vulgar. I mean, he wasn't, pounding his chest. You can just be standing next to him. I would jump out and try to block a shot on rotation, and he'd say, Scott, you're not getting that. Why are you even jumping? Why are you letting that?
Now, when you watch my show on a regular basis, then you know that every once in a while I have some of the biggest legends on the show talking about the good old days. And not too long ago, I had Michael Redd on the show, who has much love for Larry Bird. Let's have a look. That also mean you hated the Celtics?
Yeah, I hated the Celtics. Hated the Celtics. And it's because they were so good. So Larry Bird is one of my favorite players as well. But
Goodbye, she's gone.
And the Celtics, that rivalry in the 80s was just unmatched in
About
history.
Larry Bird in this equation, though, and tell me, when you watched Larry's game, Smitty, what it was that jumped out at you that has him held in such high regard throughout the NBA?
Well, I think, Ernie, like we all know, it's a tough decision with those three. Unbelievable players. But just to talk about Larry, for me to see the guy can shoot the basketball, but then also be able to change his game up, to do whatever he had to do to win. Kind of like Magic, kind of like Michael, but, I was impressed for a guy with his athletic ability, which was not a lot, to be able to rebound the basketball, to really take the fundamentals of the game and take it to another level. I mean, everything fundamentally, if you watch Larry Bird, he did at a top level.
All right, you guys, that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the content. If so, please leave a like and also subscribe to the show. And also, if you want to support my Legends of Hoops Festival, please check out underneath the video the fan merchandise, the t-shirts, and the sweaters in order to support this event. All right, you guys, that was it. You all be healthy. Take care and see you next time.
They thought Bird was out there playing. You know what he said? Goodbye, she's gone. Knockdown. That's legendary. That's legendary for real. No complaining. We salute Big Bird. I promise you. To the end, we always legendary. I promise you. I don't know, but then when the announcer said goodbye, she's gone, they got me though. I promise you it did. I was hooked ever since. I was hooked. Goodbye, she's gone. Real problem now. Guys, a real problem, trying to tell you. The NBA legend just said it. Y'all heard Michael Redd, Paul Pierce, Gary Payton, the captain. Come on, man. Sean David, we thank you for the video too now. It's legendary over there, the Basketball Time Machine. Good thing we hit that time machine. We went back in time. Shout out to you. Y'all know we ain't done with the 70s, the 60s, the 80s, or the 90s. We just getting started. I promise you. It's legendary over here. To the end. Big Bird. We have no business over here. You already know you're legendary. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna make sure I keep saying it. Salute. Thank y'all, Bird family. Thank y'all, Stat family, for watching the full video. We're gonna be back with another video out of this video. Make sure y'all be safe. Y'all stay prayed up. Y'all be good. You know